Okay guys, so this is an amendment to drawing with curves inside Blender. So a basic walkthrough here is like how do we manipulate these curves in Blender? So really simply it comes down to the select tool. Some of these tools, when they're created, like say for example at the moment it's based upon selection, right? So I have these handles selected, but these verts selected, but we can't see the handles. So we should rather say see all. Oh, okay. So the reason why we can't manipulate these tools at the moment is because they have been drawn with polys. Okay, so if you draw with a Bezier, so if we draw like this, now we can see we have our handles that are popping up. Okay, in respect to these poly drawn line tools, I think we have to convert it, and I don't think maybe Blender can do it. Set spline type to Bezier. Okay, and then does it twist it? We can't see anything. S. Yeah, okay. So basically it's either Bezier handles or it's polys, okay? And if you're drawing with polygons, sorry, they're not even polygons. If you edit mode, draw, if you're drawing with polys, basically you're just drawing with points and they're just stacked up on top of each other, one point after the other. If you're drawing with Bezier handles, then you have that typical vector kind of flowing look that you have in a normal vector program, where basically you can get your arrow tool and you can manipulate all of this stuff. Okay, and then we have our curve tool here, where we can extend to the end of it. I think also in here you can control click adds, and yeah, that's kind of it basically. And V is going to bring up your menu, so we can say automatic, so we can select all of these, V automatic, and that's going to give us, basically our vector manipulation drawing handle tool. I will also link in the Discord to a bunch of people who go into working with curves in a much more in-depth way, other than this quick overview. But basically, yeah, that's kind of working with curves. If you want to scale up a curve, it's Alt S. So if you want to change its thickness, and you want to go like from thick to thin, kind of that's it there. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're not too bad. They just haven't been tested and used enough. That's it. That's it, guys. Yeah, that's really it. There's nothing more, nothing else to really say. Just also know that when you're drawing with them in 3D. You're not drawing with them in 2D. If for example you do draw with them in 2D, just go curve, Bezier, and then we extrude this out. Once we're in edit mode, what you may need to do is just change the mean tilt to 90, and then basically you're drawing from the top view. So if we're using the drawing tool, we're drawing this way, but it's going to draw every stroke with its mean tilt at 0. So that may be something that we can look into. So yeah, the mean tilt is always set at 90. but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure whether they'll even fix Blender's problem. So just, oh, sorry. And then this is actually meant to be 2D. Okay, and then select everything. If we change this to 0, nope, it's not going to do it. Let's just go X. And then change this to 90. Yeah, it's not going to let us do it. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of a huge disadvantage, because the cool thing would be is if you were in 2D inside of Blender using the curves, and you could change the tilt, it would be super handy. But the thing is like, basically they have the tilt set for the wrong axis, in my opinion. I'm sure a developer out there will argue completely against me on it, and they'll have their reasons why it's set that way, and they'll happily sit there for 3 hours and debate it with me on why they're not going to change it, when they probably could have changed it and fixed it and made it more flexible and usable for everybody within that time. But that's not going to happen. So yeah, it has to be within a 3D space. Okay, so just remember that it has to be in a 3D space in order for you guys to do your line art. So it kind of puts it into that realm of what do you want to say, like goggle painting, virtual painting or something like that. So it kind of puts it in that realm. Yeah, so that's it, and I'll put some links in the Discord for you guys to look over and learn how to use the vector tools inside of Blender. Okay, thanks guys.